Ben Look for Page here, and in this video I'll be reviewing the LEGO Movie 2 Ultrakatty and Warrior Lucy set number 70827. Here is the first minifigure of the set, and the first minifigure of the set is Emmett, and this is a very simple version of Emmett. I really like the face print on this minifig because it really fits the personality of Emmett. One other thing that I really like about this minifig is the torso and leg printing, because whilst the printing itself is the same as the LEGO Movie 1, there are a few small differences, such as the scratches and scrapes that are all along his uniform, and that's just a really nice attention to detail to show that he's been in the apocalypse. Around the back of this minifig there's a alternate face and a little bit more printing on the back of the torso. Overall this minifig is very simple, although I do like the small details of the scratches and scrapes, and also it is accurate to how he looks in the movies. Here is the second minifig that's included with the set, and this minifig is Warrior Lucy. Overall, this is a very well detailed minifigure. I really like the legs on this minifigure, because not only are they dual moulded, which gives them two distinct colours that are well printed on the minifig, but also there is some printing on top of that, such as some straps and pouches, and some knee pads. So in general, the leg print is just really great, and there's lots of detail all the way around it, including a holster on this side, and there's nothing on this side, but the dual moulding definitely adds a lot of detail there. So in general, the legs just look really great. I also really like the torso print on this minifig because it's really well detailed and the bright colours contrast really well with the black. This minifigure also has some really nice arm printing, and it's uncommon to get arm printing on minifigures, so that's a really nice extra bit of detail. This minifigure also features two new moulds. Firstly, there's her hairpiece, which is a combination of the goggles and her hair. That's really well moulded, and I really like the extra detail of the printing for the lenses. The second new piece is the scarf, and that's a really nice piece that's really well moulded. It has a lot of texture to it, and in general it just looks really good. And it also has a little bit of moulding around the back to add even more detail to this great piece. Around the back of this minifigure there's an alternate face and some more detail on the torso. Warrior Lucy also comes with a crossbow and a shield which is made out of a stop sign, which is written the word never on top of, so it says never stop. That's quite a nice printed piece, and it's a really good accessory to include in this set. The crossbow is relatively simple, but it's still also a nice accessory to get. Here is the one side build that's included in this set, and this side build is a Duplo Invader. The design for this Duplo Invader is very simple, but I do quite like it. I really like the smooth top of the Duplo Invader, and also how the teeth are the studs of the Duplo brick. This Duplo Invader does have a few simple features. Firstly, the mouth can open and close like this, and the eye can rotate around, so it can look in different directions. These are some very simple features, but they do work quite well. The one thing that I dislike about this build is the fact that this piece sticks out. I wish it was hidden slightly better, because that would make the overall thing look a lot better from the back and the side. Overall, despite how simple this build is, it's a really fun build, and it's a really great inclusion in this set. Here's the main build of the set, and the main build of the set is Ultrakatty. I really like the overall design for this build, because it's a really unique creature build, and it just looks really intimidating, but also keeps the overall personality and design features of Unikitty. So in general, it's just a really good design, and I really like how it looks. My favourite part of this build is the head, because the facial expression is really expressive, and also the printing on there looks really good. It's really cool how they managed to get such a great print on such a big piece. And also I really like the two tufts of hair off to the side, along with the colour scheme of grey and brown, contrasting really well with the bright colours of Ultrakatty. I really like all the different spikes and metal plating along this build, because it really gives it an apocalyptic look, and I think that looks really good. One other thing that I really like about this build is how much articulation it has, because that means you can get into different poses for display, and it's also really good for the playability of this build. I really like the overall concept of this build, because it's just such a silly concept to have a gigantic beast apocalyptic version of Unikitty, and yet it's executed so well, and it's just really entertaining and also really creative. This build also features two alternate faces for Ultrakatty. Firstly, there's this one where she's yelling. This is really expressive, and it's a really great reference to one of the scenes in the movie. And then there's this one where she's smiling. This is a really cute facial expression, and also it's just a really great one to include. And in general, these two facial expressions didn't need to be in the set, but they're really great inclusions, and I really appreciate them being in here. That's it for this review. If you enjoyed this review, Don't forget to like and subscribe.